I hope I am audible. Uh, so today we are going to attempt this AtCoder Beginner Contest 444. I will be attempting this live and then I will be posting the solutions on YouTube. Of course, I cannot put live stream this because everybody knows cheating and all. Let's get started. Okay, so okay, so we are given three positive integers, three-digit positive integer, which are mine. Whether all the digits are the same when n is represented in this decimal. Okay, so I will check every digit and put them in a set. So I can do is I can just say what is the no, just make it a string. Mm, the next question is find the number of positive integers not exceeding n whose digit sum is exactly k. Can I loop through n? Yeah, no need of digit TP this time. Can k be equal to 0? No. And I just want to have the digit sum of this. So I can use this one. Okay, okay, to string of the digits. Use one. Come on. Okay, to put the okay. Let's go to the third question. You're given a sequence of n positive integers for all integers which can occur. Okay, sticks shaped snake. Find all positive for which following can occur. So we have 10, 5, 5, 10. So 10 and 15 I can make. Okay, in this case, for 34 plus 10 I can make 444. Like I'm supposed to generate okay, so 10 can break into 5 and 5. 15 can break into 10 and 5. In this case, 4, 444, like 434 and 10. 187 plus 344 is uh, another 344 plus 100 is 444. 434 plus 10 is 444. And I'm guessing 187 plus 257 is also 444. So it was given some explanation. They initially contained three AtCoder echoes of length 10, and one of them broke. So two I can break. Okay, so let's say if it has three AtCoder echoes of length 10, okay, and one of them broke into, okay, this is generated. If the cup initially contained two coder echoes of 15, and each of them broke into two AtCoder echoes of 5 and 10. Okay, let's see what's going on. So what we have, it's a 10, we have two 10s. This breaks into 5 and 5. So we have 10, 5, 5, and a 10. But we need another 10 then. So we have three 10s. This breaks and we get this. But you have two 15s, and this can break into what? 10 and 5, and this is 10 and 5. So we get 10, 5, 5, 10. Okay, if that's the case, by the way, yeah, the previous one was not accepted. So I understand what is going on, that breaking if generates the array. It remained as one recurrent array. So I'm supposed to generate this array. Let's assume that this is the array 10, 187, 344, 100, 434, and 257, which is the sample input 3. So 444, yeah, this can make this. Let me just see. This can make this. This can make this. This can make this. But is it nothing else is possible? So every L must be printed. There is no way of looping through every possible L. Okay, I hope the recording is going well. Okay, so I can only have one of these, one of else, and more of else. There has to be at least one number that when it gets splitted, I get every pairwise possible sum, or I get the thing itself. So assume that, let's say E1, A2, A3, E5. So every pair, possible pair sum, either either this is L or the number itself is L. So I understand that there cannot be more than two answers. Either I have one answer or two answers. All of the numbers are positive, right? Yes. Because if all the numbers are same, then I have that is the answer. If all the numbers are not same, so we have 10 and 5. In that case, I have to go with a pair. So 10, I can either take a 10 or a pair, 15. In this case, 10, 187, 344. Let's sort them and check. So what we will do is 5, 5. So what I'm thinking, so 5, 5, 10, 10. I will compare these two. If it is a match, then that's the answer. If if it is not a match, so let's say 10, in which case I have two answers. Say if this is a match, 10 and 5, that means 15 is an answer. But in that case, this will also be have to be 15. So 15 is definitely an answer. So uh, since the answer always exists, after sorting, the sum of n two elements is always an answer. Let's take out that answer first. Mm, so that's always the result. Now question is, do I have one more result? Like for example, this 4, 4, 4 case. These two are same. But if I start with an 8, It can split into this 4 and 4, but the number of elements is odd. So I can just say that if all the elements are same, then only the so if all of them are same, then we print that number. Otherwise, one answer is of course the end. The question is, in this case, so this PR. Hmm, what's going on? Okay, so we have a V. So 10 plus 4, 434 is an answer, 444. 100 plus 344 is also an answer. Similarly, 5 plus 10 will be an answer if all the elements are not same. We return from here. Print is. We need one more answer, I guess. We can start with 10. 10 can break into these two. I think this will also be an answer. Like 10 plus 100. If the first two elements is equal to the, you can just try that if V0 is greater than 2 and V0 plus V1 equal to V dot back, maybe. Cout, maybe v0 plus v1. But I'm thinking if anything else is also possible. Let's try to submit this. Probably this will fail in some test case. Expecting some wrong answer. Yeah, wrong answer. So only three test cases passed. So which is the given three? Let's think a little bit more. Okay, we have some clarifications on question three. Uh, Come on, this is Japanese. The cup is shaken exactly once. Okay. Or at least the response is in both language. So the cup is shaken exactly once. Okay. Okay. How's the string running well? Okay. So I am sure that this is definitely the answer. This is one possible answer. That V0 plus V back. Now I want to know that how many other ways I can. So either I can stay or get split. Let's assume that hmm, let's take the biggest number, 10 maybe. I want to know if there exist two integers in the array that sum to that. So given an L, series of L, either it can break into two elements A and B, or I can just say A and L minus A, or it can stay as L. And I can have any number of L's. So the number of L's will be less than equal to the size of the array. If I have n L's and we have size, let's say p number of L's, and n is the number, so p is less than equal to n. So The last element can be an answer. Let's assume that the so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is the case. Hmm. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 plus 1, 5. 5 is an answer. And there is no other possible answer. What if this was a 1, 1? 5 is an answer. Can 4 be an answer? No, 4 cannot be an answer. No, in this case, 5 is not also an answer. A1, A2, A3, dot, 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 AN. I know that this 2 will be equal to this 2. So if this is 9, then this is bound to be 6. Let's just use this. So 5, 6, 9, 10. So 15 is an answer, obviously. Does this always happen? Like, let's say 100, if 100, and let's say this is like a bad number. Let's say 13. This is 7. This is 7 and 13. So 20 is an answer. Can 13 be an answer? No. Now let's try the next question. Hmm. For I, let bi be the integer found by concatenating ai number of ones. More formally, okay. The answer may be very large. course. It's a string basically. Okay, this is very easy. It's just a very simple question of prefix sum. So basically, let's say 3 given. So I can just put 1 mark at 3 and then so I'm just saying that okay, let me tell what I'm trying to do. So let's say I'm given 3, okay? So what will I do? I know that 3 means this. So I will put an array of 10 to the power 5 less size. I will say, okay, you know what? At 0, put a 1, and at a 4, put a minus 1. So whenever I add this, I will get, do a prefix of this, I will get 1, 1, 1, and then 0. Basically difference array technique. In the end, yeah. So let's say I've done this 3 times, sorry, 4 times. So this will be 4 and this will be minus 4. So answer will be 4, 4, 4. In the end, I will just have to reverse and forget about leading zeros. So I should not have spent that much time in. Um, so let's say difference. Why? Or I can just take the maximum number. Okay, so diff is equals to so, VLL, of course. Diff will be maximum number. I mean maximum element inside V. That should work. I think plus 1 is necessary because if it is third, uh, I think plus 2 is necessary because I will do a plus 1 on 0 and a plus minus 1 on I plus 1. So I need at least plus 2 size. So for x through v, I can just say diff 0 plus plus and diff of x plus 1 minus minus. Okay, so diff of I plus equals to diff of I plus 1. Let's try to check what the diff looks like. Okay, some bracket problem. I was not declared. Oh, oh, 1 maybe. Come on, size is causing problem. Let's see this error in. Unknown types. Beats HTTP C++ not found. Come on, man. What, I will have to use my own editor. Wait, what's the input? So 4, 0, 0, minus 4, and some garbage. Okay, this should be I minus 1. Otherwise, there will be a problem. Okay, so it's working. Here the index out of bounds situation that yeah, it's an index out of bounds situation. Was, I mean. Okay, my code editor solved this, but the VS Code could not. Okay, this is an app I made, by the way. Okay, so we have 444. Why do you have more then? Should it be x minus minus? Like, yeah, so if it is a 3, okay, okay, I think this should pass. Okay, we don't want uh, trail leading zeros, so maybe this will solve, but no. Yeah, that's what I thought. If I have 10 ones, last digit should be 10. So 10 ones means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, there will be an addition. So if you have 8 ones, okay, I understand. Not a very difficult issue. Just you have to just do an addition part. Like after the difference is created, this will be all right. Like before this reversal part, I'll just tell you what is going on. So basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like while doing this prefix sum, let's assume that you already have 9 ones. 9, you have a 9, right? In that case, and let's say one more is added somehow here. In that case, so 9 plus 1, 10, 1 will be shifted. If it is a 10, we cannot just say make it a 10. Okay, so we do have add strings, but can we generate all those strings? No. Like we do have a strings that add multiply strings. We do have multiply add strings. So if I want to add two strings, I know how to add them. But the question is, I cannot generate those strings. That's an implementation heavy problem. Okay, do not disturb on. Let's try to form a logic or at least some implementation idea. So let's say I have a series of ones and maybe some series of ones again, some series of ones here. I add them 3, add them 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2. What if I have a lot of ones here? So basically the answer is 9. And if I add one more one, maybe I add this. This is 9 plus 1, 10. So 1 is shifted in this direction, right? So every time prefix of something at the end point, or it will happen in the beginning only. If any time in the beginning it is becoming 10, So I will just make it 0 and shift one more to the corresponding or the next digit. So let's say a query comes that, you know what, maybe 3 comes. So I know that on the 0th position I have 9 and 3 comes. Okay, so what we will do is, so after 3 positions, so at the 4th place I will just add a 1 and make all of this 0. But if this was the case, like 99888, and then I put a 3, so this will become 9 now, this will become 0. Now let's say I put 4, so 1111, so this will be put as so this will be put as +1 and this will be put as -1. So 1 1 1 it will go, and 9 plus 1 when it gets to 10. So while prefixing, if it becomes 10, so we will make it 0 and we will make the carry. I'm hoping this makes sense. So what I will do is, if difference of 0, or I don't have to, I can just do it in the prefixing part. Carry equal to 0. Difference of I plus equal to difference of I plus 1 plus carry. Now, if now is greater than equal to 10, carry equal to, let's say 20 ones. So now item and I equals to modulo 10. Let's see. Let's try to see what the difference look like. Okay, we need debug. What was this before debug? Okay, multiply strings, not my concern as of now. So difference is 3. So let's take the first one. So okay, I have to else I equal to now. Okay, let's go through this. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 1 ones, then 2 ones, then 3 ones, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 10. So this will be 10. This will be 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, at first, difference of I will be plus difference of I minus 1. First the carry will be difference of 0. Why is this a big problem? Okay, PR. Okay, so difference of 0 is 10. So now, okay, the carry will never end. So I will just have to set the carry equal to 0. Otherwise, there is no way the carry can ever see reset. Okay, so now becomes 19. Why? Okay, in this case, I don't need carry. No, the carry was initially 0. Yeah, no need. So 10. Okay, we cannot have a 10 in the beginning. Start from 0. And the 0 can still be a problem. So, okay, okay. Okay, let's this process later. So if I add 1, okay, so this is correct. I must reset the carry. Yeah, okay, where is another PR? Let's try submitting this. Not very difficult question, I would say. A little bit implementation, maybe I would expect. Okay, accepted. Okay, sparse range. You are given an integer sequence and a positive D. Find the number of pairs L R that satisfies this. Okay, N and R 10 to the power 9. So maybe some form of sweep line I'm expecting. Thinking. Let's see how the recording is going on. Let's think about this question. So we solved A, B, C we could not solve. We have another clarification on G. But no, we are not even close to G. So results. So we've solved A, B, and D. Where was E? You're given an integer sequence A and a positive integer D. Find the number of pairs L and R that satisfies both the condition. Any two elements of L to R have difference at least D. Okay, so minimum in the range and maximum of the range. Has difference at least D. Okay, maybe a little bit of combinatorics is involved. Okay, let's think. So maybe you can think about this as the number of sequences that end in R. I'm thinking maybe some TP is involved, but 8 pairs. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. So II is always an answer. So 2, 3 has difference at least 3, yes. 3, 4 has difference at least 3. And 4, 5 also has difference at least 3. Can I sort this? So maybe let's quick type here that. Okay. Okay. Just a new. Okay. So let's sort this. So 314, so 11345. No, I cannot sort this. That will ruin every L and R possible. Okay. Mm, no, no, yes, yes, yes. I don't think I will be able to solve this in this time constraint. Let's see the next question. Asks choose one stick, at least two. Plus m sticks remain. And the maximum possible value of median. Okay, m plus m is odd. This is good, like that means there will be only one median. The maximum possible value of median. Okay, this is an interesting question. So maybe first I will sort this, and then maybe Check this V. Do have test cases. So what is the maximum medium I can make? So 1 to 5, 14, 9. So I have 5 elements as of now. The current median is 5. Two operations. I can break 19 and break 40. So let's assume that n is even. Let's assume that n is odd. Okay. So I have one median. Now, every time I perform an operation, if n, assume that n is odd, but if I perform an operation now, then the number of elements will be even. So no. So we'll perform two operations at once. So one on the median plus 1 and one on the median plus 2. So I have from 2 elements, I have 4 elements now. So this will shift the median by 2 units, right? Like forget that this is the first element. I have 2 more elements. Now the 2 more elements has become 4 elements. 4 plus 1, 5. So this is the new median now. Mm, let's assume like this. So A, it is A, B, C, D. And so B is the median, current median. So to have something else as well. EF maybe first. Now this has become more to 3D. In this case, the median should shift by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Median shifts by 1 unit. So if n is odd, and how the shifting will happen? But I cannot simulate this, can I? No. 10 to the power 5. I think I can simulate this. But what if I plus 1, the element at I plus 1, when breaking this, becomes less than the current element? Like let's say 3 and then 4 I have. If 4 is divided, then it will become 2 and 2, and both of them will go before me. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 is the current median. 4 I break, it becomes 2, 2. Both of them go before me. So it becomes 1, 2, 2, 3, 5. The median has reduced. The recording is going well. Hmm, there will be a lot of cases. If the length were not set to be at least 2, I could shrink. I think I can do something. Like, I think it is optimal for me to always break the biggest item. So what I will do is place all of them in a multi-set. So I will have empty1, empty2. So small sm and bg. And one will be n by 2. Uh, Okay. 10 is 5. So 5 by 2 is 2. Come on. Okay. Now what we will do is break the biggest item. So maybe rect top key will work. Put the case variable here. I think only the balance will help me out. I will explain why, what I'm doing. Mm, So Only to keep track of. So 1 to 5. Do I have time? No. Still, I will try submitting this because it has passed now. I'm probably a little bit late, like maybe 5, 6 minutes. Let's see if this median maintenance trick works. Really? No, there are all constant time operations. N plus M is odd. How can this wait? Runtime error is still going on. Okay, it's running at least. The runtime error can happen if, let's say, n is up to n is very less. If n is not at least 3, it's like In that case, I can have some problem with no element found in R begin or something. If n is 1, then you understand that only one element will be there. It's running. Some have caused runtime error. I'm sure where in which cases there will be runtime error. Like for example, if n is 1, so like test case, let's say one test case n is 1, let's say 2. This is bound to have a runtime error because you understand that there will be no element that bg.r begin. What if there are two elements, 2 and 3? In this case, I don't think I will have runtime error. What about this one? Still runtime error. Okay, can I have PR, SM, and BG at least? Zero 3. Why 0 3? Okay, 2 1 maybe. Two operations I can do. What if I have three elements? 2, 3, and 5. Exactly. So I can just say that while n is less than equal to 2, I mean, size of the, I know that n plus m is odd. So what I'm thinking is, since n plus m is odd, and n plus m can be 1, 3, what if n plus m is odd? I can just say while is check v is less than equal to 2, while so m minus minus, and I will just crush the biggest one. So what if this is not two elements only? No, I think this may pass. So runtime error. Submit this. This will probably not fail for one and n is equal to 1 and n is equal to 2. I mean, n plus n is equal to 1 and 2. Maybe in this details, it's maximum runtime errors. So execution has crossed. Okay, okay. And this will probably give TLE. A lot of TLEs. Okay, it was giving TLE for, okay, in this case, mostly with TLEs. Why do we have TLEs? None of the operations are expensive as. Thought the multi-set trick would work. I think I will end the stream now. We have solved 4 questions or 3 questions, I guess. So we have solved 3 questions, A, B, and D. F is kind of in, maybe it will need some tweaks. And C, I did not understand the question. Anyways, have a great day. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned something, and like, share, subscribe if you find value in this channel. Have a great day.